Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. You are watching Morning Cafe, and now we want to shift gears to talk about Starbrands East Africa. This is a platform that brings together innovative and impactful brands and also talks so much about networking. And with me in studio, I have John Benson, the founder of the Starbrands Awards, to talk about the vision behind it and why networking in this digital era is quite important. That is something that is quite passionate about. Karibu sana Johnson to TV47. This is Morning Cafe.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to us about the vision behind, Starbrands Africa. And just to mention, we have awards, as you can see on your screens.
Yeah.
Radio 47 won the Excellence in Innovative Broadcasting Award this year. Those are awards that were given this month, and TV47 won the Top Emerging Vibrant TV Station in Kenya.
Yeah. Wow.
Interesting.
Wow. First of all, to say congratulations to TV47 and Radio 47, the entire Cape Media fraternity. We are thrilled and very happy to have fitted this brand into the Starbrands Excellence Awards for the year 2025. So the same was conferred to you last year. But then TV47 was the top fastest growing. Yes, it was the fastest growing. So Starbrands Awards Limited, it's a company, it's a BMO, a business member organization company that focuses on certifying excellence, promoting business, and creating a proper market for the brands and companies in Kenya. So this year, we've been focusing majorly on MSMEs and at the same time, the emerging brands in the Kenyan market. Yes. So we are very happy to have had more than 60 companies in these awards for this year. Yeah, that were vetted, nominated, and the Starbrands Awards Council are verified, and they said, you are truly a wonder, and we are happy.
All right. Now, this year you're focusing on MSMEs
Yes.
in general. For a very long time, they have been sidelined.
Yeah.
And we were asking the questions about networking and how they can find their fellow, the people in their niche to just network with them. How easy is it for MSMEs to, to find these networking opportunities from where you sit?
Okay. First of all, say it's not easy since lots of these MSMEs don't have the right information and the right places to go and do the networking. So that's why we create opportunities and platforms where they can always come, meet other CEOs, meet other delegates, meet other leaders, get to understand, get to learn, get to be motivated so that they can as well push their brands, they can as well push their businesses to higher level. Yes.
And if you talk about competitiveness, we do understand that if you're bringing in these many brands together, then there has to be a lot of competition. Then how do you come to the conclusion that, let me use TV47 for example, that TV47 deserves this award and Radio 47 deserves this award 2 years in a row. How do you come to that conclusion despite the competition that is there?
Actually, it's very easy because we usually put up brands for nominations, and the more you're nominated, and the higher your rankings. So in your certain area, in a certain jurisdiction, and at the same time, we recognize that uniqueness that Kenyans have nominated you for. So right now, for instance, for TV47 last year, you are nominated as the fastest growing TV station for that year. So, and then this year you didn't bag that. This year you bagged the emerging and most vibrant, you see. So at least from our end, you can see that you are growing. So, and then Kenyans usually nominate, and the more you're nominated by many people, the more you appear on our list.
All right. Yes. And some critics also say that some of these awards that you only celebrate those that are already known, what they call the name. And if you're looking at it from the MSME's perspective, then how do you ensure that even beyond this recognition that you actually selecting them out of merit and not just, you're known, so we are going to give you this opportunity?
Okay. So I understand. What usually happens most of the times is that we usually recognize the emerging brands. So in this emergingness, it's more of the way you appear to be competitive in the market. So many brands in a different sector, they have their own marketing strategies, their marketing campaigns and everything. So in that year, there are those who shout a lot. So, and the more you shout in a business, the more you are known. So, and that's why I was saying some small MSMEs or small companies, they usually don't understand the aspect of vigorous marketing. So the more you market, the more you get known. So the more you get known, the more you stick to the minds of the consumers, and the more they will recommend you for a certain recognition. Yes.
Talk to us about branding now. Branding is very, very important in such awards, and you're talking about you have to be loud for you to be seen.
Yes.
Then how do these brands now maintain that visibility for them to be there, even as much as you're encouraging them to be loud about their businesses?
Yeah. So I try to think that's where actually the entire challenge in the branding sector comes in, and the branding ecosystem. Because at some point, when these companies are, how do I say, they are starting their branding campaigns. Most of them, they usually get to a certain level and they feel like we don't want to proceed on with marketing. And the more you stop marketing, the more your name fades. We're in the branding sector this time round. This time round, people are not focusing on the company itself. They're focusing on the brand's creation, the memory that you create in the minds of the consumers. Yes, so the more you keep on repeating your name, repeating your brand, doing different things, getting involved in different activities, here and there, marketing activities, networking forums, you educate people, you do CSR, they'll keep on remembering that brand.
All right.
Yes.
And when people come to these networking events, usually most just expect instant results there and there.
Yeah.
And a lot of MSMEs also don't come to these networking events because they just see it as, something that we're just going to talk and then it ends here.
Yeah.
Then how do you let them know and ensure that, just let them know that once we leave this place, that you're going to have tangible results in whatever you're doing with your business?
What we've done, especially at Starbrands Awards, we've pivoted now from just doing awards or from just creating that single event in a year to become a member organization, a business member organization or BMO. So this is why we will be having members and people participating in many of our other events that we organize specifically for promoting businesses, or creating market access, or creating business referrals. So we've come up with different chapters that will be running across all our regions, the 8 regions in Kenya. We are creating small business organizations so that we can actually bring each and every person in, both the large enterprises, the mid-sized enterprises, and the micro enterprises. So that at the end of the day, they can as well network, talk business, help each other, learn from each other, promote each other's business. We've seen businesses referrals of more than 10 million happening in our platforms and actually in our events, the ones that we've had so far. So as we continue on encouraging MSMEs and small business people to come on board and network with each other. So, and in the chapters that we're going to create, we'll be having weekly meetings. And then we'll be having like a 1 minute or 2 minute speech about your business. So if someone else didn't know about your business in that small business community that we've created, they can as well get to know you, get to refer business to you, and we grow together. Yes.
How has the reception been from these MSMEs? Are they embracing this opportunity that you're giving them to network and also just build their brand?
Yeah. Actually, late last year, not last year, but one, we decided to do an MSME expo at Thika. So we brought on board almost 100 MSMEs, small, medium, and micro enterprises that, and you could see people with different innovative ideas, different products, but what they lack, it's that access to markets, access to credit, access to proper branding, You're going to visit a stand where someone is selling honey. They have done their packaging, but maybe their packaging cannot compete with a large enterprise. So we are bringing on those kind of forums for educative purposes so that they can know where they can get proper packaging, proper mentorship of business. And that's why you see we bring on economists or people who have learned business so that they can come, empower them, network with them, and promote them. Yes.
And for MSMEs who, of course, capital is a challenge and access to credit as well, then how do you come in to help them boost their businesses?
For instance, now, at the moment we have such a trade show, we invite financial managers, financial enterprises like banks, SACCOs, to come on board and create awareness and help these people get access to credit. So though you have challenges now when it comes to the banking itself, the banking sector itself, they have their own frameworks. And at some point, these MSMEs might not easily access credit.
Yeah.
So that's where now the campaigning and advocacy comes in from our end. And we act as an advocate between the MSMEs and these other large enterprises, so that at the end of the day, they can have a conversation, and that conversation can lead to proper fruits for these people, so that they can enjoy, get enough credit, get enough access to markets. So at the same time, we also have government coming on board, policymakers, so they can as well explain how they are going to make the business environment better for these MSMEs to grow. Yes.
So you're bridging the gap between, you know, lack of credit and also helping them get a credit financing and capital as well.
Yeah, sure.
All right. We live in a digital era, of course. We have LinkedIn, we have Zoom, we have a WhatsApp group, there's Facebook, which also promotes businesses, but you're also insisting on the importance of face-to-face networking. Then why do you believe that it's quite important to maintain that, even in this digital era where virtual options are immense?
Okay, I try to think there is that excitement when you see someone physically. Let's say you never met a certain CEO of a company that you admire. Then all of a sudden, there's that event that you went and you had a conversation with them one-on-one. You know, it creates an impression, and it also gives you, what do I say? It builds a deeper, more meaningful relationship between maybe your mentor and the kind of business that you wanted to do. So in this digital era where people can network online, but it's actually advisable for people to be visiting these platforms, these events. They get to know these CEOs, these creators, these great creators, you know. They get to have that physical touch, you know. And such collaborations, you know, you can create a meaningful business out of it, business engagement out of it. You can maybe get to be mentored. Yeah.
All right. What is your call to MSMEs, John, in regards to networking, Starbrands? What would you want them to know and get out of this conversation? Okay.
This is actually what I would want them to do. First, as we are creating businesses, we have that vision that we want to take our businesses to a higher level. And at the same time, there are challenges that we face. Most of these people focus more on the challenges aspect, more than the positive aspect of having a business. For instance, maybe someone starts a clothing line, and then they start selling to their friends because maybe they don't have easily facilitation to do maybe a top of line marketing, so they can as well do the below the line marketing. So it's always good to have that positive mindset when you're starting a business. And you have your goal and proper planning. You have a better business plan. If you don't have such, engage yourself in events, in forums that educate so that at the end of the day, you can arrange and make sure that your business moves from one level to the other. Then, Kenya is controlled partly, I think, 25% by MSMEs, the Kenyan economic. Or the 25%, MSMEs contribute to about 25% of the Kenya's GDP, let me say that. If you know you are that important in the Kenya's growth, economic growth, why then can't you be motivated enough to rise and make sure that your business is top there? So these forums that we create, these platforms that we create, it's good for the MSMEs to come on board, get to interact with the people that we bring on board, because we've actually divided these interactions into 3 levels. Where we have primary production, that's where now the likes of agriculture, mining and everything. Then we have the secondary, where we have manufacturing and construction. And then we have the tertiary, where now we have the services industry, healthcare, tourism, blah, 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 and all that. So you can always identify yourself with one of the sector. When you have different forums and different events coming up, because now we are focused on doing it sector-wise. So you have the tourism sector, we do it. We have the real estate sector and construction, we do it. We can MSMEs can always come on board get to venture into the same, get to network with other people, get to have business referrals. Yes.
All right. So how can they know of these opportunities and how can they get access to Starbrands?
We have our website, www.starbrandsEastAfrica.com. And then we're also going to introduce another one, StarbrandsAwards.com. That's specifically for the business referral. So the other one is where now we usually list our events that are coming up. Right now, we have an event coming up on October 18th. It's a Mercedes-Benz Scenic Drive, all the way from KICC, Nairobi, to Enashipa in Naivasha. So we are bringing on board Mercedes-Benz owners. This is high-level networking forum that will be having a convoy. You know, people love watching convoys. So, and as we'll be having that convoy, we'll be having conversations about companies that sells these Mercedes-Benz, what they look for. Maybe maybe they can change the mindset of some people, you know. So, and then at the end of the day, once we get to Naivasha, people will network with each other. They'll get to know about each other's businesses. So that's one of the events that we have. And then we'll also be having the Starbrands Awards second chapter, because for the last event, we received so many nominations. Then we couldn't have actually done that event in a single day. So we're having another one on November 21st. Yes.
All right.
This year.
Do you like a t-shirt?
Sorry, this year, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
And you know, a question that a lot of, maybe now that you're focusing on MSMEs, maybe concerns that they might be having, that when they're coming for these networking opportunities, is there something that they need to pay, like entry fee or registration fee, something like that? Yeah,
so we have reserved prices for the three sectors, the large enterprises, the mid-sized enterprises, and the startups, or the MSMEs. So because at the end of the day, we're also in business. So as we're facilitating you to have access to credit, have access to more partnerships and networking, at the same time, it's our business to do so. So there's always that small fee that we charge.
How affordable is it? What is
affordable.
that small fee, if you're okay to say it?
It's affordable. We always list it publicly so that people can see and they can decide whether maybe it's favorable for them. For those that it's not favorable, we have other things that we can as well do. There are people who provide us with maybe equipments, or they provide us with their services in kind. So you can always, and that's our way actually of promoting you. So if you can give us something in kind, let's say maybe we needed a screen, and then your company decides to give us it in kind. At the same time, we advertise your company and your services to the people in that forum. So we create business and network with each other. We are promoting everyone everywhere at any single time. Yes. All right. That is Starbrands East Africa. Sure. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, this is an award conferred to TV47 this year as the top emerging and vibrant TV station in Kenya, right here. This other one is for Radio 47 Excellence in Innovative Broadcasting Award, and last year fastest growing national TV station in Kenya. John, there is a concern about credibility, and a lot of people might have questions around that. Yeah. And in as much as you're talking about, you have to be loud about your brand for you to be nominated and for you to also get that much votes. Yeah. Then how do businesses know that the award that they're getting as we wind up is truly deserved? We have a framework, and when your brand is nominated, so we usually set our team, because we have a Starbrands Awards Council, the ones that oversees whether these brands or these companies are fit for being vetted. So, and then we have the things that we look at: the service quality, just in case for the service industry, service quality and consistency, customer experience and satisfaction, ethical practices and transparency, compliance and legal standing, employee training and welfare, social impact and community engagements, and so many others. Then you have a scoring matrix. So once now your name has been highly nominated, then you have the scoring matrix, and then now you're able now to confer you with that right title that you're given for that year. All right. Yes. Thank you so much, John Benson, founder of Starbrands Awards, for making time for us and for this very amazing awards that you have conferred upon Cape Media Limited. We do appreciate it. It's an honor. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. That brings us to the end of this conversation. My name is Anne Odida. You're watching Morning Cafe. Good morning.